Y'all know I like to do shout outs, right? I'm not going to do it for this video. Instead, I'm going to read this story. And I'm going to start off by confessing that for the longest time, it was never my plan to ever discuss this, because I felt like that this was like a weird story, and why are you talking about some random object in space that's on its way to Earth? It just didn't make much sense to me. But as the summer kept progressing, or the year keeps progressing, and they continue to talk about this thing falling through the sky that I like to call Cousin It, I want to read the story. So let me read the story, then we'll come back to discuss it. All right, here we go. The mysterious interstellar visitor streaking through our solar system is just days away from revealing its true origins. Harvard professor Avi Loeb told DailyMail.com that if the object dubbed 3I Atlas is a comet, it should disintegrate into fragments as it swings closest to the sun by October 29th, 2025. The European Space Agency's Jupiter probe will have a front row seat, capturing the moment it either breaks apart or, as Loeb speculated, releases many probes as a technological mothership. When a comet gets close to the sun, solar radiation heats its icy nucleus, Loeb explained. Volatile ices like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, or water sublimate directly into gas, carrying away dust and small rocks. This process can cause the comet to break apart if the mix of ice and dust cannot withstand the thermal stress. If it does not, Loeb said, it could release a fleet of mini probes to study multiple targets simultaneously. Loeb noted there's a 30 to 40% chance this object does not have a fully natural origin, noting the possibility it is a Trojan horse where a technological object masquerades as a comet. The ESA's Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer JUICE craft will have a view of the object when it comes 125 million miles from the planet and monitor it through November. During November and December, terrestrial observatories will also be able to monitor 3I Atlas and check whether it disintegrated like a natural comet or released mini probes as a technological mothership, Loeb explained. While the professor believes there's a possibility it is of alien origin, NASA has long said the object is a natural comet. The American Space Agency released images of 3I Atlas as it soared past Mars on October 3rd, showing it as cylindrical shaped. Stargazers on social media shared color-enhanced images of the object, which showed the interstellar visitor having a green glow. Loeb and many other scientists are anticipating the visitor's journey to the sun, as it will finally put the mystery to rest. 3I Atlas will appear as a fuzzy ball of light in the blackness of space, and if it does disintegrate, the professor said it will break into independent, smaller dots of light. Comets disintegrate primarily as a result of heating by the sun, but sometimes also by gravitational tides and rotational stress from outgassing, Loeb explained. The catastrophic breakup of a comet into multiple fragments is difficult to forecast without knowing its detailed composition and material strength. So far, ESA's Mars orbiters have not spotted any verified fragments, only faint artifacts and noise, as 3I Atlas moves closer to the sun. Some reports have claimed that mysterious objects have either been spotted with 3I Atlas, but Loeb told Daily Mail that these are false. There are unrelated contemporary comets, background stars, and images of the moons of Mars, Phobos, and Deimos, which appear in some images, but so far no verified object branched off 3I Atlas, the professor explained. The object was first identified in July 2025 by the Atlas Telescope Network, which looks for objects that might hit Earth. Earlier images taken by Vera C. Rubin Observatory in Chile this summer had unknowingly photographed the object as well, but no one realized it was there at the time. This is just a random story day. This to me is nothing more than a distraction for other things to come, but it's scary at the same time. And the reason being is that so many nations are talking about this thing like it's something special, like we're missing out on something, or like something's coming that we don't quite know what it is. Or we don't know what this is, but what it is. Should we be looking at ancient prophecies for this? Should we be looking out for indicators of this thing? Me personally, if aliens exist, in my opinion, they're demons. You can talk about whatever you believe. That's what I believe. Now, my question is not about pushing conspiracy. It's just more of a quick question before I let y'all go. Why does this thing of all things that may or may not hit the earth matter? Why emphasize its green glow? I said question, I meant questions. Why is it that they talk about it like it's a mothership one minute and a comet the next? And what do they know that we don't know? Because this is one of those things where I printed it off like a couple of days ago, was going to talk about it and decide I wasn't going to, and then it keeps popping back up. Why is it important that we emphasize this thing? Has anybody been keeping up with this story? Do you all know? Why is this comet slash mothership thing relevant? For those of you who may have been monitoring it, tell me what you think. All right, I'm going to let y'all go. I still, if it is aliens, I still call them demons. That's just me. All right, so not a slow news day. I just want to understand this thing. All right, y'all take care.